good at taking your vitamins, I recommend you get one of these pill boxes and fill up each day of the week with all of your vitamins. This takes the hassle and the guesswork out of your vitamins. You can leave it on your counter, in an accessible drawer, wherever you're going to see it. Every day that's going to remind you to take your vitamins. Take your vitamins with food, because the nutrients from food helps transport the vitamins and minerals from it to all of your cells, and it'll be better absorbed that way. So take it with food. I have a multivitamin and an omega-3 fish oil. This gives you no excuse to forget your vitamins. Hey guys, what's going on? So first I started off with some seated rows, and I did 4 sets of about 10 to 12 reps. I just basically went until I couldn't go anymore. So muscle failure, and then I took a break in between sets to recover and to pick it back up again. I took the weight down as I went further just so I could push out some more reps, because by then my back was on fire. So then I did seated delt flies, and these really work your shoulders and your back muscles. I did 4 sets of about 10 to 12 reps, and I went basically again until failure, just until I started to feel that burn. That's when you know it's working. And then I moved on to seated pec decks. I went the inwards way just so I could work some chest muscles as well as my back and shoulders. These really burn, and you'll see I sometimes grab my wrist just to hold it there for a second and then release it to get in the resistance again. And then I went on to the sitting adduction machine. So I switched the paddles around about halfway through, but I did about 3 sets of each direction, and I just adjusted the weight however much I needed it for the muscle group that I was working at the time. You want to make sure that it's hard to pump out, but you also want to make sure you can get your reps in. And this will work your inner thighs, your outer thighs, and your glutes. It's great for leg day. And then I moved on to the seated leg press. You want to make sure that you adjust the seat so that way your legs are almost touching your chest. And the weight should be hard for you to pump out, but enough for you to get at least 10 reps in there, if not less. more weight is better if you're trying to build things. I switch up my stance a little bit on the leg press machine to hit certain directions and areas of my glutes and my legs. So most of the time I will do a full set of my legs together, and then I'll switch to one leg presses, and I do it on a diagonal to hit the outer glutes. Next are hamstring curls, and I do 4 sets of 10 reps, and I make sure these are pretty heavy because I'm trying to build my hamstring and my glute connection up for possibly my future NPC show. And then I switch it over to the Smith machine. I love doing compound movements with the Smith machine, and I do some straight leg deadlifts with 25-pound plates on each side. The leg press machine was pretty busy this day, so I stayed pretty much on the other machines as well as the Smith machine the whole time. And then I do some full-on squats with the 25-pound plates on each side. Make sure that you keep your back straight, your chest up, and that you're not putting too much strain on your neck. And you're going to push up through your heels and thrust your hips outward. When you move upwards, you want to make sure that you engage your core. And then I do some curtsy lunges, concentrated on one side with a kickback. And this will help your glutes and your legs, your abs, all of that. After I did 4 sets of each exercise with about 8 reps, I moved on to some sumos, and that's what I finished the Smith machine off with. And I moved on to the standing squat machine, and I did some shallow squats with this just to burn my quads out some more, just because the leg extension was pretty busy as well at this time, and I wanted to keep moving. And then I did some calf raises also with this machine, and I did 30 pounds on each side. Since I wanted to work my shoulders and back a little bit more, and the other machines are busy, I went ahead and did some preacher pushes. It's not a great angle, but my grip is with my fists facing my face, and you push down while your elbows are resting on a pad. And obviously don't forget to wipe down the seat with the sanitizing cloths if you sweat everywhere. And then to finish it off, I did some more hamstring curls on the standing machine, and this is where you kind of lean over on the pad, and I did the 4 sets, about 12 reps on each side with 15-pound plates. As I was leaving, I realized I couldn't leave the gym without working some abs, and I did straight-legged lifts. I did 3 sets of 12. Next, I did some knee lift oblique raises, and I did another 3 sets of 12 on each side. And then, of course, finish it off with the straight ahead knee lifts. You can weight these. I didn't have a weight available, so I just did on body weight. And there you go. I hope you guys enjoyed my exercise. Look at my hands shaking. When your hands are shaky and you exert yourself, that's pretty much a good sign, as long as you're not passing out. If you're familiar with Sweet Sweat, there is the results. It sweats your core and helps you work those muscles harder. $90 per class, so I'm not going to do a lot just because I still have to buy the NBC class. Grow my hair out a little bit and it's just uneven, so I'm gonna go to the salon I go to on Fort Carson at the PX and get my hair cut. I love going here just because I'm an Army spouse, so they're very supportive. They understand if you bring your kids. Of course, right now my kids are at home with my husband, but you know, it's just nice, and it's an affordable price, and the safety on post is another good aspect of it. So it's nice to just come here, get, you know, a good 40 minutes away from
just have some me time and get my hair trimmed because it needs it really bad. I don't want to have bad frizzy ends like I did before I chopped off my hair, so I'm trying to keep my ends as healthy as I can because I really slacked off on the whole haircut thing, because you're supposed to get a haircut every 6 weeks to maintain healthy ends on your hair, depending on how fast your hair grows. My hair grows fast. I know all of this because I'm a licensed cosmetologist, so yeah, I can't cut my own hair, especially when it's this short. When it's this particular, I go somewhere else to get my hair cut. I color my own hair because I'm a cosmetologist. That I can do with a mirror in my hand and look behind myself, but I can't cut my own hair, so that is why I'm getting it cut by somebody else. So come along with me. Movie is supposed to be really good. It's based off of this NSA guy becoming a traitor and getting asylum in Russia because he leaked secrets of the NSA. It's supposed to be really good, but they don't have it. Bummer. Meanwhile, I got myself a mass gainer because I may or may not be prepping for an NPC show. I haven't made up my mind yet. I'm on the fence about it. But I'm trying to bulk up anyway, so I figured a all-natural vegan mass gainer would be easy on my sensitive stomach. And it'll help me gain some muscle and keep it, because with my ectomorph body type, it's so hard for me to keep the muscle I gain because my metabolism is so naturally fast. Us skinny folk aren't always lucky when it comes to maintaining weight or gaining weight. It's hard for us to keep weight on because our metabolism is so naturally fast. So I feel like a mass gainer could really benefit me and get me to where I want to be as far as weight and muscle goes. And now I want to head home to my family and make some dinner. Here we go.